Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Upswing Baseball. Today I'm going to show you how to get faster. So I used to think it was really hard to improve like speed, quickness, athleticism, all of that. But since I started speed and agility training about like 4-ish months ago, I now know that is definitely not true. And it is a lot easier to get faster than I thought. Just in the first 2 months of me training, we just did 1 day a week and I had a 6-inch jump in my vertical and my 40-yard run and shuttle run both got a whole second shaved off. So I had crazy results just in 2 months, 1 day a week. So if you want crazy results like that, you should definitely stick around and I'm gonna share with you everything I've learned about speed and agility training. And also, this definitely doesn't have to be just for baseball players. This can be applied for anybody who wants to get a little bit quicker. So let's just do this. Welcome to Upswing Baseball, where we give you tips and drills to improve your baseball skills. So subscribe and hit the bell if you want to take your baseball skills to the next level. Let's just do this. Alright, so quick little disclaimer though, I am not an expert with all of this. I'm just gonna try my best to tell you everything that I have learned. I don't know the exact science, like nitty-gritty details of all of this, but I do know what I've done and the results that I got, so I'm just gonna share all that with you. All right, so speed and agility training is split up into two main categories, footwork and plyometric. So I'm gonna talk about both of these areas and the stuff I do to train in both of these areas, and then I'll move on and talk about some overall speed and agility tips to make you faster, just so like you can improve your form and all of that, to help you get the most out of your training and all that work that you put in. So first off, let's talk about footwork. And footwork is all about just like light feet, quick, moving fast, speed. And the different stuff I do when I'm working on my footwork is a lot of different dot drills. So, you know, like here's a picture of it, but like, you know, the dots on the floor, like 5 dots, and you do different stuff. I'll show you some footage of some of the drills I do right now. But yeah, I do a lot of different variations of those, and I also do a lot of different variations of ladder drills, which you can see right now. A lot of different stuff you can do with that. We get really creative with it. And also there's this wall drill I do. Like I'll be on this, I'll just show you right now. I'll be on this wall like slanted like this, and I'll just like switch my feet really fast like that. I'm not warmed up, so I can't do it super fast, but either it'll be to the side or we'll do it like face on, and then just like switching really fast. And the main point of that is just to get your knee up fast, switch as fast as you can. Sometimes you'll do 1 switch, 1, 2 like that, or 2 switches, 1, 2, 3, 4, like really fast. So that's definitely really good too. There's also a lot of like short sprints that we do and different stuff where we like change directions really fast. So we might run to this cone and then switch and run more that way. And also there's a lot of like quick reaction type stuff. So I'll show you what it looks like, but there'll be cones at like different spots around us. Like there could be cones in front, to the side, or behind us, and like the trainer will just be like, all right, left, and then you have to run to the cone on the left as fast as you can, and then come back to the spot. He'll say right, go to the right, say right again, go back to the cone, and just as quick as you can, getting to the cone and back. But it's always different though, always different dot and ladder drills. There's always cones are always in different places around you, and I think that's really important. Yeah, those are the main parts of footwork. I could obviously go a lot more in depth in that, but that would have to be a whole another video. There's a lot more to it if I really dove into like the big details, but that's the main stuff that you need to know. So we're gonna move on to plyometric. And included in this plyometric category is just a lot of big jumping explosive movements. So that means a lot of different variations of the box jump, and we also use the vertimax a lot. And in case you don't know what that is, there's a picture right there. It's like this thing that you like pull this rubber resistance rope thing and like hook it up to your belt, the belt that you wear, and then you do different movements, and then the vertimax applies resistance, so it makes it harder. And it's really good. A lot of like basketball players use it to increase their vertical and, you know, dunk and all that. So it's a great tool, but it's really expensive. It's only in like some gyms, so it's kind of hard to get access to, but if you can, it's really good. But anyways, other stuff I do for plyometric training is like broad jumps. So I'll just like jump as far as I can forward, or as far as I can to the side, like lateral broad jumps, I think they're called, or like skaters, like that. I know it might seem like I'm not really giving you that much, like I'm only naming like 4 or 5 different main exercises, but the fact is we do like so many different variations of each exercise that it really is a lot. Like for example, box jumps, we do so many different things with that. I rarely do just like normal box jumps. We'll do like single leg box jumps, or like jumping over the box onto another box, or jumping onto the box from the side like that. All kinds of good stuff. Like I said, I get creative with it. Every day the routine is different. There's always new movements. And that leads in nicely to the next part of this video, speed and agility tips. And this first tip has to do what I was just talking about. You should always try to keep your speed and agility workouts different because you're trying to increase athleticism. That's the main goal, right? And if you are doing the same workouts over and over again, you get used to the moments, you get lazy, you're not growing your athleticism, you're not challenging yourself. If you just do the same exact box jumps, same exact ladder drills, same exact dot drills every time, it's just not going to be, you're not going to see as good of results. The best way to grow is to make yourself uncomfortable, so that should be your goal every time you go train speed and agility. And then my next tip has to do with your arms, and the arms are so important when you're training speed and agility. I think the arms are one of the biggest reasons I saw such dramatic results in the first 2 months of training, because I just did not know how to use my arms in running before. But now I know they are so key, so important in everything you do. While running, this is what your arms should look like. You're like pumping your arms, everybody knows that. But they should be at a set angle, your elbows should be at a set angle, that shouldn't move, and you should get a full range of motion. You should get back here like that. And another thing that I learned is with your hands, you don't want to be like this, like stiff, because that will slow you down, believe it or not. You want to have like, what they said is like pretend like you're holding ants in your hands. That was a good analogy for me. That made a lot of sense. So like pretend like holding ants in your hands, keep your hands soft and quick, because loose muscles are fast muscles. You're like, Samuel, you're dumb, that doesn't make any sense. It's your arms, not your legs. How could your arms make you go faster? Well, your legs can only go as fast as your arms are, and I'm not gonna pretend like I'm like a scientist or anything with this, but it really does, that really is how it works. Fast arms equals fast legs. It's not just in running though, like jumping too, it's huge. Like when you're getting down to jump, you have to explode your arms like that so you can get up a lot higher. In all the plyometric stuff I talked about, you have to pump your arms, use your arms in everything you do. Trust me, you'll see the difference. And then my next tip has to do with like when you're starting to run, when you're like taking off, your first steps are extremely important. You cannot waste any time, any movements when you're first starting. So first of all, when you're starting, you're usually like down low like this. Like your first movement shouldn't just be up like that. You should work your way up slowly so you're not wasting time getting up and then going, but you're working your way up. Like you're down here, and then you come up. After like 3 or 4 steps, then you're back up to like full height. And also a lot of people, when they're taking off, they take a step back first and then they take off, and that's just a whole wasted step. And sometimes that little wasted step can be a huge difference. It's so key. So the first movement has to be a big step forward. You have to have that knee drive. And yeah, the main point is just you cannot waste any time or movement, because every single little millisecond is key. All right, so that's pretty much all I got for this video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and it helped you. If it did, please leave a like. I'd really appreciate it. And if you aren't subscribed yet, please do. Like, I saw this, like, I looked at my numbers and there's like 60 to 70% of the viewers like aren't subscribed, and that's so sad. So please subscribe if you are not. Thank you. But yeah, anyways, check out the description for some cool baseball gear, as well as links to my Instagram and TikTok. Follow me over there if you are not. And yeah, if you have any questions, I would tell you to ask me down in the comments, but YouTube took those away, so you can email me, upswingbaseball@gmail.com, and I would be happy to answer those for you. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you later.